that really took off when we moved to this particular part of Grandview Yard last year here in the grass. The first 5 years we were on Yard Street, so it was all on asphalt. And when it was 90 degrees, it was hotter than blazes.
Yeah, it felt like,
And it wasn't enjoyable, and like it is now. So the grass provides just a wonderful setting for many different reasons, and we love it here. We laughed and said that last year at the end of this event, the end of the night, the sun had gone down, music was playing, drinks were flowing, and this grassy area looked like a Civil War battlefield because people were laying every which way in the grass, listening to music and looking up at the stars, and it was a gorgeous night. And so we hope that gets repeated here in a couple of hours.
Right. You just you look out and you look around, and people, some are sitting down and they're talking, some are walking around, some are milling around the various booths.
Yes,
and it's drawing those three villages and interacting and growing the community more.
Sure,
because you're building that fellowship, you're building that strong base to grow that community that people want to come to.
Right, you're right. This is and that's important for us to feel like we are helping build this community or continue what's so great about it, just adding to the vibrancy.
And the local brewery scene is not going away.
No, it's not.
I think DigFest started at the right time to really ride that wave.
I'll tell you, I'd like to say it was intuition, but I think it was just luck.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Back in 2011, we had a handful of breweries, maybe 5 that were in the area, and 2 distilleries, and now there's well over 50 breweries in the area, and this event has grown right along with it. And a lot of and this is not to pat myself on the back, but certainly this event is that a lot of these breweries and distilleries feel like DigFest gave them Right. Oh, it is.
This little park right here, that's such multi-use.
Yes.
And Columbus has a lot of them and are being used really well. And this one for sure is I would think, a good example of how to do it.
I think so. Nationwide Realty Investors owns the Grandview Yard, or they developed the yard, and they are so smart. With who they put in here. Again, to use the word deliberate again, they're very deliberate about who they
They're
put
making
in the
it
yard.
easy for you.
They are, and it
not that you don't have to work hard, right?
Oh gosh, I work pretty hard. I do say so myself, but no, they're very, very good, and having this park, and we were the first event. If DigFest works there, then we can build on that.
Right.
So it's been a nice partnership for the Chamber and DigFest with NRI, and they know that we're very we're good partners, and we cross our T's and dot our I's, and we take care of business.
Every sponsor we've had sit and talk has just been glowing about this event.
Great.
And about working with you.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
And I want you to know that.
Thank
because
you.
You usually don't hear those things.
No.
This is a no-brainer for them. This is a no-brainer.
Oh,
and as she said all that, the sun came out again from behind the clouds.
That's my halo. Are you kidding me? My halo started showing. Come on.
I think it's a testament also to getting here early, seeing chamber members just participating at a high level.
Yes.
You never get this done without them. I mean, it takes an army to get it done.
About 200 volunteers.
Yeah.
Our committee starts planning this event in January.
Okay.
And so I'm the only full-time employee. I have been for many, many years, and just recently, in the past couple of months, added a 10-hour-a-week employee, which I will take everything I can get to get help. but it's a lot of hours. It's a lot of man hours, and all of my volunteers and committee members have full-time jobs. Truly make it better every year.
Right.
They really do.
Yeah. Well, it would be boring if you didn't.
Right.
You know.
Sure.
You wanted some adventure.
Absolutely.
Let's try this here, try that there. Exactly.
Right.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Anything coming up for Tri-Village Chamber partnership?
Well, we will be adding a new event in the fall. It has not been designed yet. We just know that we're going to have a fall event. We used to do the Taste of Upper Arlington / Taste of Tri-Village, and we're not going to do that event anymore.
Okay.
So having two major community events back-to-back for a one-person organization is really just, we don't have the resources to do that and do it well.
Right.
So we're going to stick with Dig Fest as our big community event, and we're going to add a fall event that'll be much more member-focused, and we'll start designing that in about a week. So I get about a week reprieve from Dig Fest, and then we move right into that.
You get one deep breath.
I do.
Right.
Yes, one big breath, and then we're back at it again.
You've got a fun membership drive going on, too, for Tri-Village Chamber Partnership,
We
right?
do. We
Yeah,
have-
I love the idea behind this.
Fantastic membership ambassadors with the new Tri-Village that people are really passionate about being a part of the chamber. We're very lucky, and we're doing a membership drive, trying to get 100 new members by the end of the year. Right now we are at 45, and so we're plugging along, and there's lots of new businesses coming, so we feel like we can hit that goal.
And you got a new cool office as well.
We
I
do.
love that office space.
It's a great
fantastic.
office space, and it's nice because we're on Riverside Drive, and if you go out of our driveway and you turn right, you're in Grandview and Marble Cliff, and if you turn left, you're in Upper Arlington. So I am smack dab in the middle of all the communities that we work with, and we're really lucky.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. And of course, we mentioned briefly, but talk a little bit about Business Inspires podcast.
Yes, please.
You were doing a great job with that. I'm glad you're having
Thank
fun
you.
with it too. So I know
I'm loving it.
We talked a lot about that before we did it.
Yes.
In regards to how to.
Rapid fire questions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but I think Dan was set for it.
No, he was great, and me and Jason have great chemistry
Right.
because they've known each other for so many years.
It was
so
perfectly, yeah, it was great.
it rolled off perfectly,
Right,
and I was so pleased when I listened to it. But
Yeah.
we're building it as we go, and the membership, we're getting great response.
Good,
And
good.
I don't know if this was shared earlier, but the very first podcast we did with Starburst Media, within 7 days she got a new client.
Right,
So
yeah.
if we can build on that and keep it going, it's doing what it
And that was part of the goal too. Is
Sure.
get those businesses spotlighted. Let's get some business for them
Right.
in the long tail of
Right.
it. And then there's no reason any of those podcasts until that business would go out of business.
Right.
Does not stand the test of time.
Yes.
And I think we're doing you're doing a good job of bringing those businesses to spotlight of how did they start, where are they going, those pains and gains and such that are going on that every business goes through. But
Right.
I think just really good examples of teaching moments of don't let it get you down, or luck has a lot to play with this.
Sure.
Take advantage of those moments and such.
Yeah.
I think every episode has brought that out. Every episode has.
It has, and every episode I'm nervous when we start, because I hope that the conversation will flow naturally and it doesn't feel pushed, and I haven't felt that way yet.
Yeah.
And that's been really, really nice because we start out with the same types of what did you want to be when you were a little kid, and how does that tie into where you are now, and then the conversation flows so naturally, and we're trying to build that connection, and I think we are.
I think you bring that genuine. I really want to know what you would do when you were a kid. It's those genuine questions that come out
Right.
of you as an interviewer. And John knows this too. That's the art form of this.
It's the infectious energy.
Right.
Yeah.
That you can see. You listen to her now as she's talking, and it's that infectious energy, I think, that is driving you, but probably, most likely, driving everything else around here.
Well, I am really, really passionate about small businesses and their success, and I think that's why I'm good at my job, And again, not giving myself too much kudos, but I'm
Go ahead.
I'm good at my job because I have a deep, deep passion for this area. I grew up here, It's home, and any way that I can keep it thriving and make a difference.
It's easy to believe in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The chamber.
Great things to come.
Good. Well, I'm looking forward to our next guest. I know we've got to lay out the next few months,
We
but
do.
at the same time, I'm enjoying the project, and thank you for allowing me
Oh, gosh.
to be here for the live stream podcast. It's been an adventure
Sure.
in regards to knowing what to do, how to set it up, thinking
Yeah.
about it, doing it. I really appreciate you asking me to be a media sponsor as well as doing something with this, because it's opened the doors for us to think about doing other things as well. So I really appreciate it.
Well, any way that I can push some love back to you guys, I want to do that because you're fantastic to work with, and yeah, I love working with you. So thank you.
Thank you, Michelle.
Good.
Yeah, thanks.
Chat with you. All right, guys.
Use those tickets now.
There you go. Whoa, did you see that smile right up there? Whoa. Oh, look at her go. Look at her.
Excellent. Well, good. You know what? I think that might end up our agenda for our live stream podcast. For interviews and people stopping by. I asked a few other people to stop by, but I have a feeling they're probably filling their tickets up and doing what they need to do. I appreciate you coming out and helping me, John.
It was indeed a
It's
pleasure,
actually
Sean.
made it a lot easier because there were a lot of technical things were going on in the background you didn't realize I had to fix. It didn't affect you interviewing, so it's a two-person job for sure.
Well, you know, as I say many times, you wind me up, and off I go.
Exactly. Thanks again to Tri-Village Chamber Partnership. This has been a fantastic experiment and first try at Circle 270 Media doing a live stream podcast for sure. Had a lot of fun. Learning curve has been great, and it's been fun working with you again. We've never really done this before, but we've talked about it a lot and doing different things, but really appreciate the effort.
We knew the job was dangerous when we took it.
Exactly. And we knew we were well armed and prepared.
There you
Exactly. Really appreciate anyone that happens to be listening to the live stream podcast. We'll be repurposing a lot of this audio into podcast form in various situations and giving it to sponsors that were by here talking to us as well. So if you didn't catch it live stream and maybe catching it on a replay, go to the different sponsors areas and I'll put some stuff up on Circle 270 Media as well to listen and enjoy. And if you are listening to the live stream right now and heading out to DigFest, you've got lots of time. It's podcast time, 6:17. Still another 4 hours. So enjoy, come out and enjoy a beautiful evening here in Grandview and in Central Ohio. Again, thanks, John.
Thank you, sir.